with a flip of her long hair over her shoulders, as if she hadn't delved into dark memories that scarred her soul.
Your wings were taken. Someone mixed dragon magic with that of the dark to do this to you.
Ulrich. As if Rhys had to guess who had condemned him to such a life. To think I pitied that son of a bitch no so long ago. I would have thought he might do this to Con, no me. Rhys crossed her arms over her chest and nodded. For the first time, Rhys noted Rye's attire. She wore a shirt that molded to her body in a black and white geometrical pattern. A white belt encircled the waist of her black pants, and black sandals with 4-inch heels encased her feet. His gaze lowered to her nails that were divided by a glittery gold line diagonally across the nail, with one half white and the other black.
"Finished with your perusal?"
she asked. No heat in her words as she wiggled her fingers before his face.
"Unfortunately, the black is simply called black onyx. They could have done better, I think. The white, however, I couldn't resist. It's called Funny Bunny."
Rhys met her silver fey eyes.
"You wear your mood on your nails." "Ah,"
she said, and dropped her arm as she looked down at her hand while straightening her fingers.
"What do you think this means?"
"I think you are still trying to work things out, which is why you continue to wear white and black." Her smile was wide when she looked up at him.
"So perceptive. Tell me, why aren't you as insightful in your own life, stud?"
"You mean, why did I know Ulrich would do this to me?" Rhys asked. He looked to the craggy peaks around him. "I remember flying these same mountains beside Ulrich. He was born to lead, just as Con was. It's part of who they are. The difference came in that Con wanted to be King of Kings. Ulrich was happy leading his silvers."
"I know,"
Rhys said, her voice barely above a whisper. "For some Dragon Kings, it was an easy decision to stand with Con when Ulrich began the war with the humans." Rhys snorted.
"He didn't start the war, Rhys. The humans did when Ulrich's woman tried to betray him."
"War is war," Rhys said in a flat tone. "We were meant to protect humans from everyone," he said, and looked pointedly at Rhys. She rolled her eyes.
"I know this story well, remember? I know all the kings cornered Ulrich's woman and killed her. I know he found out about it later and felt betrayed by his brothers. I know his betrayal cut both ways. He needed to lash out, and he did it to the only people he could, the humans."
"If he had only stopped the killing when Con asked," Rhys said, "then Con wouldn't have had to exile Ulrich from Dragon, taking his ability to shift into a dragon, and forcing Ulrich to walk this earth for eternity immortal."
"I think the ultimate blow came when the silvers were caught,"
Rhys said with a twist of her lips.
"How would you feel knowing the last dragons on this realm are being held beneath a mountain in an eternal sleep by your mortal enemy?"
"I'd do whatever it took to get to them." Rhys cocked her head to the side.
"Every Dragon King here would, and yet Con wants to kill Ulrich for doing exactly as Con would do himself."
"Look at me!" Rhys shouted angrily, and held out his hands as he faced her. "Look at what Ulrich has done to me! How can I remain a dragon? I can do nothing to help the other kings in this war. We've enemies battering us on every side." Rhys put her hand on his face and looked deep into his eyes.
"I didn't let you die when you were stuck trying to shift back into your human form. Do you think I would stand aside now and not help?"
Rhys dropped his arms and stepped away from her. "What can you do? You told Con you've done all you could."
"I can talk to Ulrich."
Now that Rhys hadn't expected. "Why would you?"
"You're my friend."
He shook his head, knowing there was more. With Rhys, he had to be careful about gaining information she wasn't willing to share. "I can no let you do this. Ulrich is dangerous. You can never forget that, despite his helping you."
"You think he wants something from me?"
"I do." She shrugged nonchalantly, the wind tugging at the long strands of her black hair.
"You're probably right. It's fitting since I want something from him."
"You love to push the boundaries." She cocked